I'm sure some of you have had this problem. If you get these pleated curtains and suddenly one of the strings that hold it together can break. Oh, there it goes. See? So we're gonna fix that today. Hopefully this helps you guys in the future so you don't have to do all the guesswork. It must be Maintenance Monday. Woo! Let's get to work. This is the pleated shade first aid kit. We got this on Amazon. Wasn't very expensive. From what I understand is you remove the broken string and you replace it with a not broken string. And voila, your curtains work again. It's got to be that easy, right? So let's start taking this thing down. I think we have to take the whole shade down. All you need is a Phillips head screwdriver to take out all the screws that are holding this thing in. And then it should come out, and then we can bring it to the table and work on it with a little bit of space instead of contorting ourselves. Theoretically, it should make it easier, right? I think so. Let the contortion begin. There's some screws that hold the pleated section up here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So you want to be careful not to ruin this little flashy plastic stuff because that's what keeps the heat out, the cold out. It's your insulator. There's also screws in the bottom here. You'll find this string, likely the one that's broken, and it is attached to a screw towards the bottom of this, and you'll need to remove that screw as well. So a total of 4 screws here we're removing. Nice and easy, right? Let's see what's inside of here. Hopefully it gave us some directions. Before you start, you will need the following tools: scissors, flathead screwdriver, and Phillips head screwdriver. So you can have 4 different styles, and you need to figure out which one is yours. So your options are nightshade only with 2 cords. You can have nightshade only with 4 cords. You can have a day and night shade with 2 cords, and a day and night shade with 4 cords. So in this particular case, we have the day and night shade with 2 cords. And we'll find out for sure when we take it apart, but basically the cord, there's a spring up in here, and one of the cords goes this way, comes down here, then goes back this way, comes down here, then comes back this way, and comes out down here, I believe. And then the next one does the opposite of that. It goes here, 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 and out that way. And basically you can create tension on that whole thing to stiffen or loosen how this goes up and down, which is pretty neat. I have some good news. Turns out I got the wrong color string, and that's really important. I looked at the blinds and said, oh, they're beige, I'll get beige string. Wrong. My neighbor Tom came over and saw what I was doing, and he's like, man, I've done that like 40 times. Do you want some white string? Because that's what you need. And yeah, that's exactly what I want. So thanks, Tom. Appreciate you, brother. So we got the right color string now. This is the side that's broken here. Basically, we're going to take the string all the way out. got the old one, the old string out. We're gonna put the new string in. All we gotta do here is get this in here. So we're gonna slide this one in that hole. We're gonna take the other end of the string, slide it through here, and pull it on through. And there you have it. Should hold. So now we're gonna slide this back into its hole. And patience is the key here. I hear there's a tool for this. I have yet to find it. And I hear it's a heck of a lot easier than trying to do this. Decided it's a lot easier to do this. The needle. So see, now what we do is we go across to the other side of the bottom one, send it through. At this point, you want to pull through all your slack. Alright, so the next thing we gotta do is fish this guy back in here. So you grab your top two folds, and in she goes. This is a really gentle process. You really gotta be patient with it, because a lot that can kind of go wrong here, you know? Like, I got my string in there wrong. So you gotta get the strings in there underneath the folds. A little channel you can slide them into. Good, very good. Yep. Alright. We're in. And then you want to pull the slack on your two strings. You want this spring to be in the middle. So, there, that'll do. So now we gotta make another crisscross. So we're gonna put this one over this side. I'm gonna put this one over this side. Just like that. And just like before, the string goes inside the track. We gotta slide this guy on here. And presto. You want to make sure that your grab handle is facing the proper direction. So if you got the white on this side, it's gonna face down like that. See? So you just slide on the top. Make sure your string and your spring stay inside the channel. Little rivets that you can get caught on. It's all just an exercise in patience, my friends. Now all that's left is we put our end caps back on. So you gotta put the end of your string through here. We did it, guys. Time to go back inside and put it back on. If you got the 4-string one, you gotta make sure you don't put your screw through your cord. Fortunately for us, we don't have that problem. We're just gonna send it home and call it a day. Oh boy. So what's happened here is Murphy's Law. I had a 50-50 shot at getting this right, and I got it wrong twice. Go figure. The holes are just not lining up here, so what I gotta do is take this piece off again and put it back on again. Lucky for you guys, I'll just hit the fast forward button for you. And bam, we'll be fixed. Hey, look at that, our holes line up. So next thing we gotta do, there's this little guy right here. And that is what sets the tension. So what we wanna do with that little guy is put him all the way down at the bottom. Then we're gonna have to set our new string on its own tension. And that's what it should look like. We did it right. Now we get to do this side. What you want to do is find your length with everything tensioned. Because this string right here is the last one we're working on. So you got to create your tension. And you got to slide your slider and make sure that that's the right amount of tension. It's not too much or too little. It's not going to fall down while you're driving, so on and so forth. It doesn't have to be exact because there's little tricks you can do to tighten it up after the fact. So that's about where we're at. So we're gonna leave a little excess. And then you're gonna string it on through this guy. Two holes in it. You gotta go back through it. Okay, so now we're gonna tie a knot. And that's gonna be our place keeper. And you put this down on the end of that knot. And assuming you did your measurements right, you're gonna screw that in its original hole and you're done. And that's how it's done. Thanks for following along. Good luck. Remember, patience is key.
Well, that's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it because I sure enjoyed making it. Remember, I'm not an expert in this field. I'm just doing stuff from my own experience. In reality, I really don't know what I'm talking about. So do your research, do your homework, make sure you're doing it right yourself. Hey, let me tell you about Travel Tuesdays. If you enjoyed this stuff, Tuesdays, every single week, we release a video of all the wonderful places that we go. So check them out. They're right here. Yeah, right there. Over there. Somewhere around here. That's the one.